let's make lemonade. Okay. Let's go to work.
That's the signal. Go, 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 go. Six. It's beautiful. Mother Nature just pissed her pants, dude.
Wake up and hit the ground running. It's The Rush, presented by Willis Auto, with Travis Justice and Ross Peterson bringing you raw, unfiltered, and unapologetic talk about sports, life, and everything else that matters. No filtered, no fluff, just The Rush.
Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive and Willis Cadillac. Explore their lineup of all-electric crossovers and sporty luxury sedans. And if you're interested in an Escalade, contact Willis today to learn more about your ordering options at willisauto.com. If you're listening on the audio stream at therushradio.com, the Rush Radio Android app, or the TuneIn app, thank you so much. Watching on YouTube this morning, good to have you along with us. Hit that subscribe button, give this video a like. And if you want to be part of a unique community, you can just start leaving your comments in the comments section. Phone lines are always open at 515-517-2303. And we have our social media channels. Ross Peterson, when I look down on my phone, I see the time, I see the date, I see the current temperature, and I see extreme heat warning.
Oh, brutal. The next couple of days, dude. Did you look at the extended forecast?
I did not. I'm day to day. I'm day to day.
Good for you. Good for you. Way to handle it right now. Actually, I just looked at it. It doesn't look as daunting as it did a couple of days ago. We do have a couple of days that get up into the 80s. And really, let's not bitch and moan. 92 ain't so bad. Today, the high is 93, wind advisory. We don't have a heat advisory in ours. Oh, yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Sorry, extreme heat warning. Extreme heat warning. These conditions are expected to last until 9 p.m. Tuesday, June 30th. So just hot for a few days. It's going to be hot. What's it like outside, Ollie? It's hot.
Get the swamp ass. You know what you're like?
That's what Captain Kirk just said. Gold bond alert. You ever been a gold bond guy?
I have not. I've had the chafing every once in a while, and I'm like, should I get the gold bond? But then the chafing goes away. And that was more when I was really fat, because, the fat would rub up against one another in the jeans. But I'm not as fat as I used to be, so I haven't chafed in a while.
Mary's right. It's not the heat, it's the humidity. You go outside right now, it's humid. That's not supposed to be the case.
I knew it was humid yesterday. I've got my daughter Mary home, right? And she lives in New Orleans. And if New Orleans humidity is different than here. It is but she came out and she goes, oh, this feels like New Orleans. And I knew it was humid when she said it feels like New Orleans. But I've said this, and this is a typical summer conversation. I would take extreme heat over extreme cold any day of the week.
Me too. Absolutely. The extreme heat, it makes you uncomfortable for a few minutes. You're like,
Then you get used to it.
And then you get used to it. Cold, it's the opposite. You're like, oh, well, that's brisk. Oh, yeah. Hey, you know what? That feels good. That feels good. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God, it's in my bones.
Yeah.
It gets
when
worse.
One, you sweat your balls off, or two, you can't feel
life.
limbs.
You can't feel life at all.
It's like my hands are numb. What'd you do this weekend? Anything? I didn't even talk to you this weekend. We were out of commission. We were out of touch.
Out of commission, weren't we? God, what did I do this weekend, Travis? I don't know. Lifed it up, dude. Lifed it up. That's what I did. Had some fun.
Sell some houses, or did you?
Didn't do a lot of real estate in this weekend, quite honestly. No, I didn't. Courtney is getting an above ground pool.
Oh, I saw this post yesterday that you need some dirt work done, right?
Oh, yeah. She needs some dirt work done.
Okay.
I don't. But yeah, I need dirt work done at Courtney's house. So I did some digging on Saturday. I did some man work on Saturday. Then my brother had like a little get together, his little 4th of July party. He did it a week early. That was Saturday. Yesterday was pretty lazy day. Friday night, went and ran the ponies with my buddies. Flag pulled out his gun and stole everybody's cash like he does. Big bully. He went Debo.
You ran the ponies?
Yeah. We played our game I've told you about.
Oh, okay.
The dice card board game. It's fun and easy, and everybody can understand it.
Until you lose all your money, then you're like, Flag took all my money.
Yeah, just bring all your money, and at the end of it, Debo will take it. No, I had fun. How about you? What'd your weekend do?
You know, I sat outside. You know, we poured a new patio in the back, and I sat outside, and Owen and Lizzie and his friend Spencer came over on Saturday. We grilled steaks, and then we sat outside. We probably drank 2-3 bottles of wine. We had some mixed drinks, stayed up to like 11:30, which is late for me, like really late for me. Yesterday, got up early, sat outside, drank coffee with Mary and Abigail. Then we went over to our mutual friend Pat's house. We grilled burgers. Then we went to Dairy Queen last night.
Oh, nice.
To Dairy Queen. Mary brought the Fiat home, so I'm tootling around in my Italian Fiat. So I told the engineer, so let's go for a drive. Let's get in the Fiat and go for a drive. So we drove around the countryside in the Fiat for a little bit.
Saw you made a video. I didn't see it. I didn't see all of it though. I saw a video post up on the feeds, and I was like, "Oh, Travis made a video. I need to watch it."
Yeah, Mary's back, so she had some camera. I said, "Hey, let's tell people how to watch the show." So it was just basically promoting where to listen and where to watch the show. How'd Courtney take? Because I reposted over the weekend. Ross tries mushroom coffee for the first time.
Well, it wasn't the first time I tried it.
I know, but
it was. But yeah, we laughed. That was a good one.
One of the best comments from the comment section on that was, my son repeated this story to his mom verbatim. And I just said, how old's your son? He goes, 11. It was classic. We're starting him young, Ross. We're starting him young.
Listen, I'm okay with it. That's right.
But, yeah. So, I never thought, I must have a bad sense of seeing what's going to happen. Or maybe you and I are just level-headed. Maybe that's the thing. You and I are level-headed.
Sure.
I'm going to the Caitlin Clark situation on this.
Okay.
Because
what's the Caitlin Clark situation?
Well, when we brought it up last week when we played the Stephanie White post-game comments about, the fist to the throat and stuff like that, I thought it was going to be a one-day story, Ross, and it was going to disappear. I thought, but then they suspended Alyssa Thomas, and it's not going away. It is shocking to me how maybe it's the slow time of the summer. Maybe people want to talk about this. It's not stopping. And now it's turning back into a racial conversation. It's turning into a sexuality conversation. Emmanuel Ocho yesterday, Ross, said the WNBA would be better off cutting away from Caitlin Clark and the league would be better without her. Boomer Esiason last Friday, and I've actually thought this in the back of my brain, but it was such a stupid comment, goes, Caitlin should just pack up her bags and go to Europe and make a lot of money and be appreciated in Europe. Then you come down, Sophie Cunningham comes out and goes, oh, yes, she's targeted. They're going after her. It's just every time I think a story is not as big as what it is, it turns out being a much bigger story than I thought it was going to be. Does it surprise you that we're 5 days in and it's still a topic of conversation?
I'm so lost. I haven't paid attention to this at all. It's been I haven't heard anybody talk about Caitlin Clark. I haven't heard any of this. I saw a thing the other day where it was attributed to Tom Brady saying she should just pack up and leave and go to another, and it was very obviously AI. Are you sure what you saw about Boomer Esiason wasn't AI?
No, it was on a show it was on a show on Friday.
Well, then, again, that's how far out of the loop I am. I don't even know what we're talking about here.
See, you're lucky that you can cut things off. I pay attention to too many things, right? It's like I sit there and scroll my phone and go, oh man, I can't believe it's still going. But it's turning into probably more of a racial thing now. And I'm like, this has nothing to do. And then you have Caitlin didn't play on Saturday. So she took the day off. She's still ailing the bad back. You had the Phoenix coach come out and just rip the WNBA, saying that it was uncalled for to suspend a player. They didn't call us. This was just almost favoritism towards Caitlin Clark. And you're like, is this... The league seems to have done nothing to squash any. I mean, it's just like, oh, we'll take all the pub. We don't care if it's good pub. We don't care if it's bad pub. If you're talking about us, you're talking about us.
Yeah.
But this is an unhealthy talk. It's not healthy.
Dude, I am so lost, man. I'm sorry. I'm so lost. I don't understand step one here. So Caitlin got into the thing last week, but there was the game where there was some back and forth.
Yep.
Boomer Esiason said she should just pack up, go to Europe, and be done with the WNBA
and be appreciated and make a lot of money.
How did race get in? What happened with race?
Well, you have a lot of people. Well, you had Christine Brennan from the USA Today, who I'm not a huge fan of, but she had an incredible article last week. I shared it on our social media pages about just how and Christine Brennan wrote the book about Caitlin Clark, and she's covered her, extensively since her freshman year or since her senior year in college, who said, hey, she's white. She's a straight white girl. So she brought racism and sexuality into it. Well, Boomer also brought up the sexuality and brought up that she's white, and then you had a guy call him a racist, basically call him a racist. So I think it was a guy from a golf influencer or whatever said, this guy is so racist, and you're like, why are we? If we point out that somebody's white, does that make you racist? No. If you point out that somebody's straight, and Christine Brennan just said, hey. You have, and what happens is you have one side come, this league was built with African American players. Yes, there's a number of contingents that are lesbians. I don't care if you're gay, straight, or whatever. It doesn't bother me. To me, either you're good or you're not. Caitlin Clark's good. What we have to separate, and you and I have talked about this, is that we have to separate. Is she the best player in the league? No. Is she the most popular player in the league? Yes. Popularity and being the best are two different things.
Absolutely right. Homecoming queen isn't the prettiest girl at school.
No, it's the most popular girl at school. I don't know why I did not see this coming. And it's kind of like you. I thought, well, this will be a one-day story. It'll go over. And then Sophie Cunningham comes out and says, absolutely, players are targeting Caitlin Clark when it comes to hard fouls, and they're not doing it about it. I thought this was an interesting stat. I'll just run this by you. The most flagrant fouls received since 2024. Most flagrant. Caitlin Clark leads the league since 2024 with 9 received flagrant fouls in 72 games. Chelsea Gray is second at 8 flagrants in 107 games. Alicia Gray with 6 in 105 games. Kelsey Mitchell with 5 in 112 games. Angel Reese with 4 in 82 games. So you combine exactly.
Her flagrants per game. She gets a flagrant every 9 games.
It's what she received. So she
she receives a flagrant.
Yeah, so she is getting
bodied. And a flagrant foul is called. I was missing when you first were going through that. I was hearing that as flagrants called on the players.
No, she's getting flagrant fouled.
Okay.
I mean that's a interesting statistic.
I mean, she's the best player. Best. She's one of the best players. She's certainly one of the most recognizable. And
to me, it comes down to it's not racism, it's not sexuality, it is jealousy.
Yes,
it is jealousy.
Yes, Travis, we got to quit this thing of everything is racist. I've said this a lot. If everything is racist, nothing is racist, and a lot of people don't. Look at the world we're in. Look at the world we're in. We spent the last 20 years calling everything racist. I just saw in the comment section somebody used the word thug. Somebody said, "Yeah, she got hit in the throat by a thug," and somebody said that's racist. That word thug is racist. If you hear the word thug and you think black person, that's a you problem. That's a you problem. If you hear the word thug and you think black person, look within. Thug can be a white person. You ever been to Burlington?
Absolutely. Ever been to Burlington?
Ever been to rural Iowa?
Ever been to the east side?
Racists, white supremacist racists can be thugs. Just this thing of everything's racist. Oh man, people use word. Oh shoot, that guy used a word, racist. What do you mean racist? Well, he was talking about a black woman. But what word did he use? Thug. Was she acting like a thug? Was she acting like a thug? Then she's a thug. And if you think acting like a thug is being a black person, look within. It's not. That's a behavior a person exhibits. And if a person sees that behavior and says, "Oh, that's thug behavior," and your brain goes, "He means black." What we've done is we've called everything racist. So now nothing's racist. Now you can get up in front of you can do extreme stuff, and it gets thrown into the same category as calling thuggish behavior thug. Of course it's about race. Of course it's about race. We're stupid. We're stupid human beings. We see white and we see black and we go, "Yep, race. Must be a race thing." I think you've nailed it. I think it's jealousy. I think it's jealousy of what it is that Caitlin Clark has been able to, for whatever reason. And you can say, again, we're really stupid. We'll go to the easy thing. Well, it's because she's a white girl. Diana Taurasi was white. There have been a lot of white players in the WNBA that didn't bring this sort of attention to the league. There's something different here. She's not the most beautiful girl that's ever played women's basketball, so it's not that. There's something different. And rather than trying to see that and talk about that and have this conversation about this bigger idea about, man, what's really happening with her, people just go, "Well, she's a white girl." She's a white girl, so it's got to be that she's a white girl. And then they're black and she's white. And I figured it out, guys. I figured it out. We're so stupid. But everything is racist. All the time. Everything is racist. All the time. I didn't know. I wasn't following this at all. I had no idea this was even happening.
Do you think, and I'm going to bring this up, I didn't prepare you for this.
You're fine. Yeah, like these are my favorite things.
Do you think it has a little to do with she never went into Unrivaled, that 3-on-3 basketball league, which gave which gave the women in the WNBA an opportunity to make more money, play in that unrivaled league. They offered her ownership. She bypassed year one. She bypassed year two. It was like, hey, do you think there's some resentment over that? Meaning, you're not helping us grow our own product here. And if you don't, it's like you don't want to be part of our little group. First of all, she didn't need to be a part of it. She didn't need the money. Obviously, we're seeing with the injuries that she had last year and already this year, playing more basketball is probably not in her best interest. But do you think there's resentment of her not participating in the unrivaled league? Or is that just a stretch on my part?
My instinct is no, and that might be a stretch, but because I don't know what impact it had. It felt like a lot of this stuff was set in motion long before that. Maybe, Travis. Maybe it might have changed this situation a little bit, but I don't think it would have. I think that this is.
Do you think sexuality plays a part in it? I
I've
think
seen a lot of
race
people
plays a
saying
bigger
that too.
part than sexuality. I mean, if you want to, what people argue about, I'm with you. Everything's racist, and it's like, okay, you're depleting actual racism and the travesties
been
of it.
happening for decades. That's been happening. I don't know about that, Travis. I don't know about the sexuality part of it. I mean, is the league divided in that way? In some way, is there like a is there like a North versus South type of battle in the WNBA with the players that are on one side? Are there anti-LGBTQ players in the WNBA? I can't imagine. You could get to that level and be and hold on to those sort of prejudices. I can't imagine you would, but I've been disappointed by people before.
Yeah, if one person is constantly let down by humanity, Ross has been let down by humanity.
That's all right.
Because you're an overall good person in that you think the best of everybody. You always have. You have always thought the best of everybody. Yeah. I think the worst of everybody. And I don't mean that. What I mean is I expect the worst, and if something better happens, I'm like, all right, that's awesome. You expect the best all the time, and when people let you down, you're just so disappointed. That's what I like about you, is that you see the best of people.
Thank you, Travis. I try.
Or are we just at a point, and I'm being dead serious here, there's nothing else going on, and people need something to latch onto and scream into a microphone about?
I mean, you started the show with it, so I'd blame you for that if we're gonna start wagging fingers.
But I think we're trying to take a tempered approach towards it.
I didn't know about it. I didn't know that there was this race conversation happening around her. I knew the Yankees lost the Red Sox last night in 10 innings. How the Cubbies doing? Cubbies beat Milwaukee last night 4-3.
They're moving on up. They've had a good stretch. They've won like 8 of the last 10.
Gosh, when did Milwaukee just leap out in front? Milwaukee's 5.5 games out in front in the Central. Cubbies have won back-to-back, though. So anyway, those are the things I didn't pay attention to the Caitlin Clark, Boomer Esiason. Is she racist? Are we racist? It's an exhausting conversation of everyone's racist, except for me. Everybody else, though, Allen says 50% of the league is out, more probably in the closet. They definitely gatekeep with sexuality. So, Travis, maybe there is. Before you said that, a lot of people in the comments were like, "It's because she's not a lesbian." I don't know.
But there's others in the league that aren't lesbian. Exactly. You've got plenty that have kids.
All of these things fall apart when you steel man them, except for jealousy.
Yeah, to me, It's not racism. It's not sexism. It is jealousy.
She gets the clicks, and they don't know why, and we don't know either.
Sometimes people just have it.
It's
right?
an X factor.
And what happens if somebody has it? You will have somebody who will try to profit. The only people that haven't tried to exploit it is the WNBA. It's like
that's a good point.
It's like everybody, Nike, State Farm, Hy-Vee, you name it.
I don't know. I don't think it's sexuality. Sophie Cunningham's not a lesbian, is she?
No.
I don't see her getting. I like her, man. The more I see, I'm really glad that she was put on Caitlin's team. And then remember when she did the Muay Thai clinch against the one girl?
Yeah.
She, like, really went and defended Caitlin. That was the moment I was like, oh, who's this? She's a fun one. I enjoy when I'm scrolling through and I see stuff of her pop up. She seems like she's got a fun attitude.
I could make the argument that Sophie Cunningham is probably one of the top 5 most popular people in the WNBA.
I
Not
can't
because
name
of
too many
basketball,
WNBA
but
players.
because of being the enforcer and because she's hot.
Beautiful,
right? I mean,
beautiful lady. That doesn't hurt.
Yeah. Doesn't
Nobody
hurt
can
at all.
deny it. And it's stupid to ignore it and try to pretend like it's not a part of it. Caitlin says it's because she's been shoved down our throats. There's some truth to that.
Yeah.
The algorithm is knows that she's beautiful and polarizing and all those things.
Well, you bring up a good point there. The algorithm. My algorithm is probably a lot more full of Caitlin Clark news because I'm constantly looking for it, so I'm going to get more of it. My algorithm is constantly full of Sophie Cunningham because I've searched her. Yeah. Are you ready to refresh your home with floors you'll love? Iowa Floor Covering offers beautiful hardwood, waterproof luxury vinyl, carpet, and tile for every room. Stop by their Bondurant showroom or go to iowafloorcovering.com for a free quote. When you go there to look at your carpet or tile or hardwood floors, go, hey, heard about you on the Rush Radio Show. Good to have you along on a Monday morning. Good start to the day, good start to the week. A short week for most of us. But we'll be here on Friday. You may have the day off on Friday. We'll be here Friday for you.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I know. I'm kidding.
I was like, well, we're going to work a holiday. It is the Rush Radio Show powered by Willis Automotive.
The Rush Radio is now on the free TuneIn app, allowing you to enjoy the show on Apple products and Android Auto. Download the free TuneIn app and search The Rush Radio to take Travis and Ross wherever you go.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job millionaire. A front row tickets to every show millionaire. A hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie millionaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles millionaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
When you work with a company like Mr. Electric that goes above and beyond and makes the customer their priority, that is just a real joy to encounter these days. It was a fairly complicated project and it was intimidating. They made it look so easy and they were very professional, very clean folks. They thoroughly explain what they're going to do. It's clear that they're experienced and that they know what they're doing. Having professionals out there that can do that for me, that gives me a lot of peace of mind.
When I'm meeting a new patient, I want them to feel comfortable knowing that odds are I've seen something like this before.
From the moment a patient steps into the room to the moment the patient leaves the office, I think they're going to get a great experience.
I think it feels good coming in and feeling like it's a community here and you get to be a part of that community and get to be taken care of by that community.
My goal is when they walk out of there to know that I'm fighting for them, I'm pulling for them.
Schedule an appointment at iowauro.com.
Keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
My name's Gary Presnell, and I'm a residential home mortgage banker for Northwest Bank in Des Moines Metro Market. I've been financing people's homes for over 25 years, and I'm an expert in financing VA loans, FHA loans, IFA loans, and new construction homes. This is my cat Norm. Norm knows basketball, but he doesn't know mortgage. And that's where I come in. There are a lot of Tom, Dick, and Norms out there doing loans. So don't just trust anyone with your home loan. I'm your local, trusted, experienced expert. Please call me. I would love to help you.
Call Gary at 515-975-6767 or find his profile at nw.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I am Roman Lehman, Service Advisor at Willis Nissan. For the 2026 summer season, we will be offering 15% off all fuel system services. Over time, carbon builds up inside your engine, and these services clean out all carbon deposits for better engine performance. Don't let carbon deposits get in the way of your summer plans. Visit willisnissan.com to book your service today.
Every business has priorities, and Priority One Heating and Cooling is no different. As a service provider, we prioritize quality air conditioners and furnaces that will keep your home at your comfort level year-round. As a small business, we prioritize doing things the right way and treating people fairly. As a truly local business, we prioritize our community. As a veteran-owned business, we prioritize duty and commitment. For big business service with local value, trust your home to the place where you are always Priority One.
Hi, it's Noel. If you're thinking about popping the question, start with a jeweler you can trust. At Fiscus Jewelers, we offer the largest inventory in Ankeny, featuring stunning engagement rings and rare and forever natural diamonds, pre-screened with advanced technology. If you don't see exactly what you're looking for, we'll custom design it together, and our CAD drawings are always free. And when it's time to say I do, don't forget the guys. We offer the largest selection of men's wedding bands around. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
I hope you're stretched, hydrated, and prepared for more nonsense, because The Rush with Travis and Ross, presented by Willis Automotive, is back now.
Of course, everyone in Iowa can legally ignite fireworks on July 3rd and 4th. If you want to celebrate this country's 250th anniversary with the biggest and baddest fireworks display ever, you need to shop the biggest fireworks store in Iowa. That's the Iowa Fireworks Farm, with over 1,400 hand-picked products and a 6,000 square foot air-conditioned showroom at unbeatable prices. And don't miss Wade's Big Fireworks Deal, a weekly special to get the most bang for your buck. Located just 25 minutes south of Des Moines at exit 43 on I-35 in New Virginia. There's no gimmicks, just the best selection and value around. Follow Iowa Fireworks Farm on Facebook for hours, specials, and locations. That's Iowa Fireworks Farm, a bumper crop of boomers at dirt cheap prices. And while we're talking about the Iowa Fireworks Farm, let's talk about the Freedom Feast giveaway presented by the Iowa Fireworks Farm. You can win the Mob Stars, an $800 fireworks pack, a Weber grill from Ace Hardware and Johnson and Ankeny, and a barbecue bundle box from the Des Moines Bacon Company. All you have to do is go to therushradio.com, click on the promo tab, put your information in the Freedom Feast area, and you'll be good to go. We'll probably pick our winner on the 1st or 2nd. That'll give you a day to get down there to the fireworks farm to pick up your Mob Stars, get your kettle grill, and, of course, your barbecue bundle box. Just a couple days left, and we'll do one more $50 gift prize with a patriotic photo. You can email me, Travis at therushradio.com. You know, I went to a fireworks show because I texted you the photo. I went to see Smokey Robinson and Cake on Friday night.
What a combination. What was that like?
I was disappointed.
Really?
Yeah.
You sent me a video. I actually shared it with the guys. I was sitting with Alan. We were at Dusty's house with and I shared the video that you sent me. And it seemed like a live performance. It was,
yeah,
okay.
Cake, I don't like political speeches in between songs. And so Cake would do here you are celebrating America, telling us how bad America is, right? It's like, come on, just play your songs. Smokey Robinson. Oh, buddy.
Really?
He's 86.
Yeah, I remember we talked about that.
He's 86. Ringo Starr last year put on a hell of a show. Smokey was
86.
86. 86. Little things bother me too, Ross. And we're celebrating our 250th anniversary. By country standards, we're still a young country. I still remember the bicentennial of 1976. That's how old I am. Before the concert started, they played the national anthem. A lot of people didn't stand, and that bothers me.
Yeah.
Should it bother me?
Probably not, but it does me too.
It's like, I know it's not perfect. I know, but it's still the greatest country in the world.
People just maintaining conversation as the song plays.
Or just sitting here and it's just like
keeping your hat on. What are we doing
here?
I'm one of those guys. I'm one of those guys. I don't know. I always attribute that to my dad. When I was a kid, when that song started, you stood up, you shut your mouth, you put your hand over your heart.
Yep.
Yep. Probably
was your dad a saluter? Because he was military. Was he a saluter, or did he do the hand over the heart?
I think occasionally Dad does that. I don't think it's every time. I think occasionally Dad does. And I shouldn't say that because he's probably listening. I'll be like, no, I salute every time. If the flag is presented. And we were also taught when the flag is when it's not on a pole, when the flag is being carried and presented, you stand the entire time you can see it. So like when the song gets over, you don't sit down when the song is over.
Yeah.
You wait. If they're doing that like at a dirt track, they have a military night and they have the guard come out and they do the big presentation. You stand there until that flag is walked off the track. I don't know.
It's flag etiquette, right?
Sure.
No, I'm with you.
I think it is. I think it is.
Like when they have the honor guard there, like you wait till they get off the field, like you said, till you can't see it.
Yeah.
Rip says, why did they play the anthem at a concert? Well, a couple of reasons. One, it was Celebrate America Night.
Yep.
Two, it was at Memorial Park. The whole park is dedicated to veterans and people who have served. So when you celebrate America and you have it at Memorial Park, that's why they played the anthem. The whole theme of the night was America. Though it was very good. Besides the bad concert, the fireworks show was spectacular. Absolutely spectacular.
Tank says, do you stand at home during the Super Bowl national anthem? Travis and I did work with a guy, Tim Fisher. We played the national anthem every morning because KXNO had this thing where we would start the morning, the live broadcast, local broadcast with Whitney Houston singing.
Didn't they sell that because they were such greedy bastards? Didn't they say like,
I'm sure it was flagpoles and flags.
It was.
I'm almost certain it was.
Yeah. Hey, we can make money off the national anthem. Let's do it. But Tim Fisher stood up every single morning.
Stand up every morning and go stand at the window and salute the flag while the song played.
Now, to be fair, you're right. When I'm sitting in the comfort of my own home and they play the national anthem, I don't stand. But there's something different about being in the actual crowd, being there. Here's one for you. Our buddy Pat went to the World Cup game down in Kansas City this week. Or on Saturday night, went to the World Cup. Austria played Algeria. He thought we were talking about this last night. They played both national anthems. He goes, "Why didn't they play the United States national anthem?" I said, "Well, the teams weren't playing." He goes, "True, but it's being played in America, and most people in that stadium were from America. American. And to me, if you're the host country, you should have your national anthem played." And I thought, that's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea. I like it a lot. But 3 national anthems?
I know. It's like, we didn't know yeah, but you're like, oh, here's one I know. Here's one I know.
Do you know any other national anthems? I know the beginning. I know the first 2 words of "O Canada."
I think I know like the first 5. "O Canada," "Our Home and Native Land."
Look
right?
at you. You know the first 7 words of "O Canada." You're basically bilingual.
I do like "O Canada," by the way. I think it's a good national anthem. Do I know any other ones? I don't. I don't.
Why, when I think of the English national anthem, do I just think of circumstance?
When I hear that, all I think is graduations. It's oh.
And that's.
What is the British national anthem?
I have no idea. Did we take it? Did we just make them sing ours since we
kicked their ass?
We kicked their ass. We just said, you guys just sing in our language now. Now you sing in American. Don't you think we should know, like, I've heard the Canadian national anthem enough that I should know more than just "O Canada." And I can't even like imagine the Mexican national anthem. I had to have heard it 100 times.
It's a mariachi band, right?
Stop it. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is where we're going to get in trouble.
I want it to be a mariachi band. I'd be like, that is so cool. Yeah, but he just thought that the U.S. national anthem should have been played at a venue. I'm kind of with you though. After 3, you're kind of like, okay.
Especially 2 you don't know.
You're like, yeah.
You could play the Austrian and what was it? It was who? Austria and who?
Algeria.
You could play them back to back. I wouldn't know which was which. Oh, well, one of them was an Algerian. Okay. Audie says the British national anthem is God Save the King.
Or Queen, whatever.
Oh, do they change it? Do they change it?
I don't. Because they had a queen forever.
Yeah. And when I type in "God Save the," it takes me to "God Save the Queen." God Save the King is the national anthem of the United Kingdom. It is one of 2 national anthems of New Zealand. Look at New Zealand.
You have 2?
Yeah, one for each island. Is that what they did?
Are they
one
part
for
of
each
the
island?
Commonwealth? Well, Canada's part of the Commonwealth, right?
It's one of 2 national anthems of New Zealand and the royal anthem of the Isle of Man in Australia, Canada, and some other Commonwealth realms. How about that?
So Canada technically has 2 national anthems?
God Save the King, God Save the Queen. Yeah, we just change it based on who's in charge.
You know, there are some people who believe, and this is actually a sport topic, that we should stop playing the national anthem before sporting events. Do you agree with that?
I'd be okay. I'd be okay with it. It doesn't. It seems to cause more division than. I mean, do I love it? Do I think it's a patriotic moment? Do I love flyovers and all that? Yes. Yeah, I think it's fantastic. Do I wish people could just get past their petty little things? Yeah, I do. But part of that is, if it's going to be a bunch of petty stuff, then I'll just get past my petty part of it and say, this be done with it. I don't care. I'm not that hung up on it. It's not worth the fight. The juice ain't worth the squeeze at this point. So, yeah, let's just play the games. I also think we should get rid of post-game handshake lines that look how good at sports we are.
Hugging it out.
And if you want to hug out, if your game's over and you want to go over and dap up your buddy and say, man, good game. Give hugs to your buddies and say, you know, man, good job, dude. You're the man. That's totally fine. This thing of like, all right, everybody line up behind Johnny. Everybody line up behind Johnny. Okay, right hands out. We only say good game. No bad words. Just good game. Good game. Good game. Good game. And then we show everybody how good at sports we are by making people do this. We're stupid. Did you know, dude, we've had so many conversations. This maybe is one that I should save in the pocket for when we have Mondillo on again. I'm perusing through the internets today. I see this headline: UC Davis acts as a sport. UC Davis acts as a sport, and the parents are pointing to suspicious circumstances. And this is a Division I scholarship sport that UC Davis has just announced. In fact, ranked number 7 in the country. They've won back-to-back conference championships. They were in contention to be a national title contender. and they have just announced that they are cutting the program from Division I sport, and it will only be supported at the club level. Travis, is there a bigger waste for college funds than equestrian?
Well,
UC Davis is axing the equestrian team, and the parents are pissed.
At the Savannah College of Art and Design, where my daughter attends, the equestrian team is actually one of the bigger things they have down there when it comes to sports. They have their own stable, all this stuff where you're like, oh, we equestrian team members. I guess you're right, Ross. I mean, let's think of things that an athletic department probably doesn't want to spend money on deep down. They want to spend it on basketball. They want to spend it on football.
Dude, expensive horses?
Yeah.
No, expensive horses are they just keep?
How about rodeo at some of these places?
I thought you were going to say, think about road matches. How do you get your horses if UC Davis has a Division I scholarship equestrian team? I have more questions than answers, I'll tell you that.
Everybody wants to know if the horses get NIL money because it's all about the horse. Hey, we're going to go visit the stable. Let's offer the stable owner or a rider's, because there's something unique between the rider and their horse, right? Especially when it comes to equestrian. Like if you're riding equestrian high school, do you have to take your horse to the school?
No, you're not going to believe this. There's a documentary about this.
He doesn't pay attention to Caitlin Clark, but he knows there's a documentary about equestrian.
There was a murder mystery inside of the guy tried to kill a lady because he thought she was trying to steal his horse because she was a really good rider, but then she found this really, really good horse. So you're right, Travis. It's a car and driver thing. They're constantly the best horses. They're trying to pair with the best riders. The best riders are trying to pair with the best horses, and it's a huge fight inside of the equestrian world for who gets to ride what horses at what time. So, something to that.
Do a quick Google search, just
fine.
real quick. Say what sports are sanctioned by the NCAA, right? I mean, so when we look at all these, you bring up equestrian. I don't know if rodeo is. I don't know if skiing is, or if those are technically like club sports. But ones that actually have like sanctioned national championships by the NCAA. And which ones of those could you just throw out?
All right, so we can go through these quickly. There are 24 distinct sports. For men, it's baseball, basketball, cross country, fencing, football, golf, gymnastics, ice hockey, lacrosse, rifle, skiing, soccer, swimming and diving, tennis, track and field, indoor and outdoor, volleyball, water polo, and wrestling. For women, you've got basketball, beach volleyball, bowling, cross country, equestrian, fencing, field hockey, golf, gymnastics, ice hockey, lacrosse, rifle, rowing, skiing, soccer, softball, swimming and diving, tennis, track and field, indoor and outdoor, volleyball, water polo, and wrestling. I'll go first pick equestrian. That's my first round pick for getting the out of here.
Fencing's right up there.
Fencing's a real close. You could make a real good argument for fencing to go away quickly.
You know what else I could make an argument for?
I know what you're going to say.
What am I going to say?
Rowing. You weren't going to say rowing. Okay.
No, I wasn't.
Good.
I was actually going to say water polo because it's like only popular on the West Coast.
Yeah. So is lacrosse though. It's gaining popularity. But Travis, here's what I was looking at is your overhead. Like how much are these sports actually costing university? Water polo, you got a pool.
You know how expensive it is to run a pool?
Oh, I know it's crazy, but you're going to have the pool for the swimming and diving and
yeah, that's true.
Right? And just for the sake of having a pool on your campus. I'm crazy expensive. Skiing? Skiing to me seems more like an activity. And I'm not trying to knock on bowling. I love bowling is fun, but a Division I, like sanctioned scholarship. Here's the thing, Travis. You can't pick any of these sports without pissing off somebody. You're going to pick somebody's like hot button issue. Like, I love it when you guys talk about this stuff. Don't talk about in bowling. Oh, okay. In Iowa, I don't think it makes sense to have lacrosse. I don't think it makes sense to have fencing.
Hell, does it make sense to have field hockey in Iowa? There's not that many Division I ski teams, believe it or not. In the East, you have Boston College, Dartmouth, Harvard, New Hampshire, and Vermont. In the West, you have Alaska Anchorage, University of Colorado. That makes sense.
Think about these travel budgets, dude. Alaska Anchorage's Division I ski team. Do they have home and away meets? They have to.
Denver, Montana State, Nevada, Reno, New Mexico, and Utah. Those are your Division I ski teams.
I mean, Iowa State cut gymnastics. How long until that is that a domino that's starting to fall?
I would think so.
Seems like a lot of overhead. Kind of its own facility. Tyler wants to know who won last year in skiing. I'm going to go with Montana. I think Montana was my my DraftKings parlay was Montana in 3. What the fuck that would mean?
I'm looking it up.
Okay. I think that those are I mean, again, Travis, I think we've hit on those sports that you could.
The University of Utah is your defending net.
Tyler was right. Tyler said Utah, I bet. Tyler, you can take your winning ticket to the window.
Do you need a rifle team?
No. But to that point, do you need any of this stuff?
No, you need 2 sports, football and basketball. That's all you need. No, I get the argument of offering opportunities, and it's more than, but as these budgets become out of whack, you're paying for ski teams, you're paying for water polo teams, you're paying for
rifle
people. You pay for stuff that does not generate revenue, and they haven't generated revenue for years or ever. But now, because there's so much money that's being forked out and deficits, you kind of go, why do we have these teams?
Rifle would seem low overhead.
Ammo? Guns?
Probably bring your own gun. BYOG?
Maybe. Why'd you join the rifle team? I got free ammo. I needed the ammo. Let's go down to Dallas, Texas, as Moose joins us on the Rush Radio Show powered by Willis Automotive. Moose, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. So I have a friend who's from Iowa, and he is on the college fishing team at Montevallo University in Montevallo, Alabama.
I've heard of this.
Has to bring his own boat.
Not much.
He's got to bring his own boat. Yeah, but I guarantee he's got a cool logoed fishing shirt of his university.
How did you make the varsity team for the fishing group this year? I bought a boat.
Well, he actually did a lot of big time tournaments for like juniors up in Iowa, and then they actually recruited him to come to Montevallo. And there's a possibility he may be transferring to the University of Georgia's fishing team.
That would probably be a club sport at Georgia, but hey, Ross has found a rabbit hole.
Oh, buddy.
I can see it. Moose, good to hear from you, buddy.
Whoa.
Hey, have a great work, guys. I got to go to work all this week. So.
Oh, happy 4th of July, though.
Happy 4th of July, man.
All right.
One of Dad's old Vietnam buddies was named Moose. I think of that every time Moose calls in. It reminds me of some of those stories Dad would tell. College fishing scholarships, primarily offered through competitive bass and fly fishing teams at universities and community colleges. These athletic scholarships function similarly to traditional sports awards, helping top high school anglers offset tuition in exchange for competing in collegiate circuits like the Strike King Bassmaster College Series. Fly fishing and bass fishing scholarships.
But they're probably not tied to the athletic department, right? Is it
No,
tied to something
it does
else?
say didn't I read in there that it was no, it does say these athletic scholarships function similarly to traditional sports awards. I don't know, Trav.
Well, your 5 for 5 is expired, Ross. But if you would have known this back in when you graduated high school, you could have gone to school on a fishing scholarship.
I probably would have failed on that too. I missed the boat, something like that.
Oh man, you wouldn't have missed the boat.
Bus said that same thing. I see that Bus just said Ross missed his opportunity. College full ride. He is Iowa's master baiter.
But he doesn't have a boat.
I love this. I love the idea of like, what? He had to bring his own boat.
However, if you want to fish with Ross or where Ross fishes, you have a great opportunity to go to Ballard's in Canada.
Dusty being mean. Yeah, but don't you have to be good at fishing? Like, how's Ross gonna?
All I know is that Ross is the best angler that I know.
Well, you need to meet some more people, unfortunately. The only thing that makes me decent at fishing is knowing where to go and having the right people and getting the right guides that can help you out and put you on to the best fishing in the world. And I mean that when I talk about Lake of the Woods and Ballard's Black Island, it is truly one of the best fisheries on the planet. And this is why it is world renowned and people go there all winter long to ice fish. And now that they've got the open water and the island open, it's time to take advantage of that. You can catch 5 different species of fish in one day, do every type of fishing you want to do, and then go and sit on this private island and watch the sunset. Even though most of the island does face east, you can see the sunset. It's one of those weird places. Call Danielle and the team at Ballard's, find out what availability they have left for the rest of the summer, and do this now because they're still selling these at an incredible rate. $1,200 per person if you're booking 2 people at a time. Definitely worth it. 218-634-1996. 218-634-1996. Tell them you heard about it here on The Rush from me. They'll hook you up with that. It is 4 nights, 3 days, the full package, everything included. It'll knock your socks off. A lifetime of memories.
We got an hour in the books. Good to have you along on a Monday morning. It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
The Rush Radio is now on the free TuneIn app, allowing you to enjoy the show on Apple products and Android Auto. Download the free TuneIn app and search The Rush Radio to take Travis and Ross wherever you go.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job millionaire. A front row tickets to every show millionaire. A hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie millionaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles millionaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
At Iowa Floor Covering, we believe great floors start with great service. Whether you're looking for a plush carpet, durable LVP, timeless hardwood, stylish laminate, or beautiful tile, including custom tile showers, we'll help you find the perfect fit. No pressure, no pushy sales tactics, just honest guidance from a team that listens. DIY Weekend Warrior, we've got the products and advice to set you up for success. Iowa Floor Covering, floors you'll love from people you can trust.
There are a lot of reasons to want a self-driving mower from Iowa Mobotics.
Being automated gives me more time to do my hobbies.
I travel so much for work that I don't have time to take care of the lawn, but I still care about how it looks.
And I'm just lazy. Gives me time to work in the wood shop instead of spending it on the mower.
It works in my schedule.
And I just really hate doing it.
No matter your reason, with Iowa Mobotics, spend less time mowing, more time living.
A brand new Cadillac Optic is the perfect accoutrement to all your summer adventures. And with 0.9% financing, it's a great deal. We also have up to $2,000 in Conquest cash for qualified non-Cadillac owners towards a lease or purchase of our lineup of EVs. And even if more deals interest you, we have a CT5 Sport fresh out of our service loaner fleet with $7,500 off plus rebates. Stop into our showroom or visit us online at williscadillac.com.
The best bread is made from scratch, freshly baked with locally sourced ingredients and love. At Big Sky Bread, we take great pride in our delicious products. We know you'll enjoy them almost as much as we enjoy baking them. Try our newly rebranded granola. Specially handmade, our amazing granola makes for a delightful treat. You can order online, purchase at local grocery retailers, or find us at the downtown Des Moines Farmers Market every Saturday. We look forward to serving you.
For people who like to save money.
Do you or a loved one suffer from chronic overspending, getting less but paying more? Then you may have a case of big HVAC. Now is the time to try Priority One. We set our own prices, which means you pay for what you need, not for anything else. And if you need a heating service or new furnace, now is the time to try Priority One.
Side effects of Priority One include increased happiness, extra peace of mind, and bonus cash for whatever you want. Please use responsibly.
Start spreading the news, cause it's time to buy booze, and there's only one place to be. You can see all your friends, the good times never end unless you're just loitering. It's Central City. We can make your dreams come true. No guarantee your dreams will come true. Central City. All this booze is waiting for you. Look at all this booze.
Game on, keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
The Rush, presented by Willis Automotive, is back because apparently Travis and Ross have even more to say.
Hour number 2 of the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive and Willis Nissan. Drive the 2026 Pathfinder for just $199 a month, a stylish sedan with impressive tech, comfort, and a value at a price that's really hard to beat. Start your buying journey at willisauto.com. If you're listening on the audio stream at therushradio.com, the Rush Radio Android app, or the TuneIn app, thank you so much. Watching on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like. Leave your comments in the comments section. You can always call the show, as Moose did earlier, at 515-517-2303, and follow us on our social media channels. Ross, during the break, because I have nothing else to do, I went ahead and just obscure college sports. Chess is a sport at 100 universities. Chess.
I can see that. Okay. Sport is, okay. It's an activity.
Disc golf. My nephew Finn is really, really into the disc golf. He's a freshman at Iowa State, going to be a sophomore, but he loves the disc, and he doesn't smoke pot, which I'm like,
okay.
Here's one I had no idea existed.
He doesn't smoke pot.
At least I don't think he does.
He's a freshman in college, and he's on the disc golf team.
No, I don't think there's a team at Iowa State. It might be a club sport, but he played at a tournament up in Ames not too long ago.
He smokes pot.
His mom is getting so mad listening to the show right now.
Is this the same one that doesn't think he has sex?
We don't know if he does or not. That could be neither confirmed or denied.
Right. His girlfriend just happens to drive across multiple states to come hang out.
You said that, not me.
Sure.
I had no idea this existed as a college sport. Woodsman/timber sports.
Wait a minute. Like the thing I used to do the PA announcing for the Woodsman Timber Sports at the fair.
So this
is the same thing?
A highly physical discipline where students compete in wood cutting, log rolling, and axe throwing.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Then
No, neither did
esports
I.
is up there. Esports has become pretty popular. Grandview's got an esports team.
Yeah, but I just listened to a thing the other day. I remember it was Freakonomics or something that was talking about how the esports bubble has popped. It was never as popular as a lot of people thought it was going to be. These professional leagues that got started have turned into like Ponzi scheme type of things. So the esports thing, we might be on the backside of remember 5-6 years ago, it was like, oh my God, esports is going to like take over. Some schools have it. Some schools are taking advantage of it. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. Like Grandview has an esports thing, but it's not what we think. It's not like you go and watch kids play Madden. They're playing games that you've never heard of.
And I remember, I'm like, why am I watching somebody play a video game? You can only do it for so long, right? Yep. I mean, I get why gamers want to watch other people on Twitch and stuff like that, but if that's your thing, fine, but it's not going to attract the masses.
Yeah, this particular thing I was listening to on Freakonomics was about the college esports and how college athletic departments and college departments were really embracing this a couple of years ago, and now they've realized that it's not the payoff that they thought it was going to be.
And then rifle is an obscure college sport. We talked about rifle, but I had no idea the timber /
yeah. So
your jersey's a flannel shirt.
Listen. Berger asked a question here, and then I'm gonna. Okay, is this disc golf? What? No hacky sack. Tyler says hacky sack is coming back. You guys have no. I'm glad you just made that face. You have no idea how popular hacky sack is becoming.
Really?
Like Eli and his buddies, that's what they do.
They play hacky sack?
They play hacky sack. And then I saw Courtney was showing me a video of her and of her son. They're getting ready for a Southeast Polk sophomore baseball game the other day, and they're playing hacky sack to get loose. It's becoming like a popular thing again. Eli has asked for hacky sacks as a gift. I said,
let's go up to JC and Hobby and say, hey, do you got an old hacky sack I can buy?
Do you want a bong to go with it too? Because that's what.
I watched something on ESPN last night. We didn't plan to go down this rabbit hole. It just kind of, but I was watching. It was like on ESPN or something. Table volleyball.
Oh, where the guys kick the ball over.
No, this was women playing regular volleyball, but when they spiked it, it was like ping pong, but with volleyball. You got 3 hits. You could do the bump, set, spike, but it had to go off the table. Yes.
That's kind of fun. I've seen the one where have you seen them play volleyball with their feet?
No.
Craziest thing you've ever seen, Trav. One of the most athletic, insane things you've ever seen. The net is at like 6 foot. Okay. It's volleyball, but played with a soccer ball and played with soccer rules. You can't use your hands. Tyler says it's called foot volley. Travis, it's insane. So imagine trying to spike a ball when the net is 6 feet in the air and you can only use your feet. Dudes have to do like bicycle kicks.
So when you serve and you can't use your hands, you literally have to like use your foot to kick it up and then kick it over the net?
You have to see this to believe what I'm telling you. It's some of the most insanely athletic stuff. They had they had like a demonstration of it at Celebration this year. The guys were out playing it, and I took a quick video of it because it's insane. It's insane what these guys are doing, and they're not big. It's not like they're 6'6" guys. They're usually pretty small, but they're insanely athletic, and they can Oh, Tyler says it's a header to get it started. So apparently you serve with with a header, but then you play bump, set, spike with your feet on a 6-foot net. Are you watching it?
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, that's the look I was looking for.
And it's 3-on-3.
Yes.
And it's almost like on a badminton court.
Yeah, there you watch. That's what
Oh!
it is. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's insane.
So if you Google foot volleyball, like the first video came up for me was Thailand taking on Korea.
2 powerhouses.
They must be. They must be. Oh, I could go watch that.
Isn't that insane to watch? We watched the demonstration for probably 10 minutes. Watch these guys just play. Look at that. That's the reaction I was waiting for. That's wild, isn't it? So when you initially said, what did you call it? Table volleyball. I've seen a version of that done on the same. I thought you were talking about that. I've seen a version of foot volley done on a ping pong style table. People are so athletic.
When I see the foot volleyball, here's the problem with the foot volleyball. You can't have a foot volleyball league because you would go down to a bar and you're like, you suck. When you see it at its highest level, it's impressive.
It's insane.
But there's only a few people who can play at that level.
Here's the thing. You see something like that, okay? That takes not just athleticism, like elite, insane athleticism, right? And then we start talking about how bowling and rifle and disc golf and fishing, these are all activities and sports. These are athletes, folks.
I could make you the argument in seeing the 15 seconds of video that I've seen that might be one of the most athletic sports you have to do.
It's unbelievable to watch. I don't know how you get your foot that high in the air. I don't think God wants your foot that high in the air. I'm just going to say that. He put both mine on the ground.
John Boy Media is going to be wondering why so many people are watching his Korean Thailand video today after he told everybody to watch it.
What, honey?
He's got $2.2 million subscribers to his channel. That's impressive.
Audrey's listening from the other room. She's like, Dad, how come you don't just lay down on the ground and do bicycle kicks from the ground? Audrey just hacked the game.
You didn't want to tell her, I can't get my foot up that high. I'm an old man.
It doesn't matter where you put Dad on the court. I'm going to be a liability out there.
Thank you, Ross, for turning me on to that.
Isn't that wild, dude?
It's crazy.
I think Melanie may have one of the better points we've had here on the show in a while. She says, hey, I play hacky sack. I'm not athletic.
I'm a stoner. If you're new to the show, welcome. We have all types here. We're an inclusive community. There's no judgment. We're judgment-free. You can speak your mind. You can say stuff that's politically incorrect. And we don't judge you for it because we're politically incorrect.
Also says, Travis, that the National Wild Turkey Federation offers academic scholarships for active participants in hunting and fishing sports. You can get a National Wild Turkey Federation scholarship. I'm seriously going to have Eli look into this fly fishing. He just found my fly fishing pole last night. He's like, Dad, you have a fly fishing rod? He's like, I want to learn how to do this. I'm like, okay.
I mean, if he can get a full ride, at Montana State fly fishing. He's
Bethany College
kid.
launches fly. Yeah. He is a tall kid. Use that leverage.
Tell him all he has to do is to get him started. Just have him watch a river runs through it, and he'll become like
he'll be hooked,
a master angler.
Yeah,
he'll
right,
be hooked.
Exactly.
He'll be hooked. Brendan Sorsby back in the news. This happened on Friday.
No way. Again.
Going back to what Jamie Pollard said last week during our Hour with the AD conversation, and here's a deep tease. All the interviews we did with the ADs are now up individually on our YouTube channel.
Nice.
So if you don't want to watch the entire 2-hour show, I've separated them down just to the conversations, and you can go watch Beth Getz, Jamie Pollard, Brian Harden, Megan Franklin, all individual interviews right there on our YouTube channel. But Jamie Pollard said something very interesting last week, and I think we brought it up with Keith Mondillo on Friday, was that he's never been in a room where 99.999% of the people agreed, not just in the room, but across the country. And you had that 0.1% in Texas Tech that did not agree on Brendan Sorsby. Now, since they've lost they didn't lose, they pulled out after, the Big 12 threatened to go to federal court. Then the National Football League says no supplemental draft. And unprovoked and wasn't even asked, the Canadian Football League says, you're not welcome here either. So he's running out of any options for 2026, Ross. Is there any other way this would have ended? Meaning, Texas Tech, let's give Texas Tech the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
Well, just hypothetically, believing that they were doing the right thing for Brendan Sorsby by taking this thing to court, or supporting and vocally supporting his lawsuit. Did they do more damage than good? Meaning it became such. If Brendan Sorsby would have entered, Brendan Sorsby entered rehab. This is what he did. We appreciate him for work. He's done with his career, and it just went away because this lived in such a high profile space. For what, 2-3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks, maybe longer than that, it became a lightning rod where the NFL's like, yeah, we're not touching you. Canadian Football League's like, we're not touching you. This is just gone too far. Did Texas Tech, by its vocal support of Brendan Sorsby, do more damage than good?
Certainly to their own reputation. Do you mean?
So what I'm asking is, if Brendan Sorsby would have said, hey, I've got a gambling problem, I'm going to rehab, my college career is done, and that was it.
Yeah.
Would there have been a supplemental draft? Would there have been?
Maybe. Yeah, he would have had true remorse is the wrong word. We would have felt sorry for him. There would have been a real this thing of poor kid's an addict. Like the thing that I've been pushing back on from day one, right? Poor kid's an addict. Had he done it that way, you would have swung guys like me. You'd have said, "Oh yeah, this is addict behavior. This is truly rock bottom behavior." When a person says, "Hey, I've got to give up all my opportunities to fix this thing, because if I don't fix this thing, it's none of it's worth it." That's true rock bottom addict behavior. And that was why right away when it was like, oh, this kid that's an addict and he's going to get no. He's playing victim. He's playing victim here. And Texas Tech did the same thing. And you see it in all of their press releases of, we were just trying to stand by this young man. No, you're trying to win football games. We all saw it. If it had gone down that way, Travis, now I see exactly what you're saying. Yeah. Would the NFL have had a supplemental draft? Would he have been playing in the Canadian Football League? I don't know, but I think it would have been a lot more likely than the way it played out. I hated it from the minute this story started coming out when we started talking about Brendan Sorsby as though he were in any way not 100% complicit in this and guilty of having done what he did. And this thing of like, oh, poor kid just had to get his fix in. No, he was greedy. He was super greedy, and he broke the rule that everybody knew you couldn't break. and thought that he was above it and thought that when he got caught, he could just buy his way out of it or swindle his way out of it, and he couldn't. Would we have felt remorse for him? Would we have waited for his story to turn around if it would have gone down the way you described? I think so. Would he be in the Canadian Football League or on the supplemental draft?
Maybe,
I don't know that.
Not.
But I think that what you have laid out there, what Texas Tech did, made it really easy for all these groups to stand up and say, we're not going to take part in this.
Because he wanted to play. He could, and Texas Tech said all along that they didn't file the lawsuit. I get that. But they were the muscle behind the PR machine to basically support him, which made his situation worse.
Yeah.
This will be, you know how we have case law and people go, this will be one of those public relations case studies in universities and public relation classes go, hey, this is how you don't handle it, right? You think you're doing the right thing. You need to look at the overall thing and what that does for your overall reputation, because not only did Brendan Sorsby's reputation get even more damaged, Texas Tech took a
big time
beating in this. And it's going to be hard. I don't know if the other institutions in the Big 12 will ever forgive them. Most others.
They will. They will.
That's fair.
Listen, a lot of pearl clutching happening right now. Give it 2 years, and there's a new bad guy in the Big 12. Give it 2 years, and there's another school. Look at the Big 10. Can you believe what happened at blank state? Which am I talking about? Which am I talking about? Am I talking about Penn State? Am I talking about Michigan State? Am I talking about Michigan?
Berger asks, if he was at Iowa, would your opinion change? If the circumstances were the exact same, no, they wouldn't change. If he, I know what he's trying to bait us into. I look at Noah Shannon's situation completely different than what Brendan Sorsby's was. You're talking about betting on your own team. You're talking about $90,000 of bets. You're talking about funneling money because you know it's wrong to a friend. I want to believe, Berger, that my opinion would not change if the exact same circumstances.
I'm with you, Sean, on that. My thought a couple of weeks ago when this very first started was exactly that. Like, hey, glass houses, everybody, be careful. If this were an Iowa quarterback that they'd given $5 million to and you thought he was the magic sauce to give Iowa a Big Ten title or put Iowa in the college football playoff, be careful. You might react way different. But I think that there is some proof in the pudding, Berger. I do. I think that you can look back and say, how did Hawkeye fans react with the Noah Shannon deal? How did Iowa State fans react with the Hunter Deckers deal? How did Gary Barta and Jamie Pollard react? How did the athletic departments react? Because what they didn't do was what Texas Tech has done. Now, there weren't five. There's some extenuating circumstances that you got. It's not apples to apples here. Texas Tech was in that position that Brendan Sorsby might have been the difference between a conference championship and not. Might be the difference between a college football playoff and not. I don't think that Iowa State was in that position with Hunter Deckers, especially not at that time when we were still, I think, in the BCS or whatever it was.
It wasn't that long ago. We were still in the college football playoff then.
Were we really? Okay.
Yeah.
What was the second point I was just about to make there, Trev? I'm sorry. Anyway, you didn't see these universities step up and fight like this for it. There was not $5 million. That was the other point I was going to make. Not only were Iowa and Iowa State not in that position that Texas Tech is at on the verge of one or the other, but they also had allegedly invested $5 million in this young man. You're going to chase that investment a little bit. You're going to chase that a little bit and say, hey, maybe we protect this kid and see what we can do to push this thing up the ladder. I don't know. The answer to the question, Berger, is I don't know. Nobody knows, and anybody that tells you they know is lying to you. But I do think that there is some stuff to lead us to an answer. I loved what Jamie Pollard said to us when I was asking him about these Big 12 meetings with Brendan Sorsby, and I was assuming he would say, "Oh yeah, they asked me about Hunter Deckers." No, they asked him about it, and he went to the Boo Boo Paulo situation. So there is some case law, as Travis would say. There is some precedent that's been set by Iowa and Iowa State that says when this happens to our players, we don't like it, but we accept it. We don't fight this thing in court and take it up to all the ladders and, do all this other nonsense. But wasn't $5 million, and there wasn't the stakes that Texas Tech is dealing with.
The lesson learned here is, and don't kid yourself, these universities will be vetting players probably a lot before you throw as massive amounts of money at somebody. The vetting will probably be better.
That Skinner just said that they'll be vetting players better after this.
Yeah,
he said.
And if you don't, shame on. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, or fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So that's
and okay. A lot of people have been bringing this up since the Pollard thing. Okay, so let's talk about this because there is a layer of clarification that I think needs to be done here. The charge and Jamie Pollard said this to us. So Boo Boo Paulo got charged with some.
He was charged with rape. He used the word rape,
and the charges were dropped. So
but
the
not
judge,
before the season was over,
right? And the judge said so he's got to be back on the team. Well, the charges were dropped, but the allegations were enough, and the stuff that came out from the allegations were enough that they decided Boo Boo can wear. The judge says he has to wear a uniform. Fred decides who gets to play. Yeah, right. In the court of law, he was not found guilty. We also found out some other stuff that we don't want him to represent our university anymore. These situations are so ugly, and there's no right or wrong. There is right and wrong. It's every person's got their own decision of where right and wrong is.
Gary Presnell is a mortgage banker with Northwest Bank, financing residential homes the past 25 years. Why do we tell you this? Well, because when you're in the market for a new home, you're going to need a loan for that home, and Gary Presnell is the man you want to call. He offers VA, FHA, IFA first-time buyer loans, and conventional and new construction loans, and all approvals are done locally by Northwest Bank. He can get your loan pre-approved in 30 minutes or less, and he can do it after hours, even on the weekends. Hell, you could probably call him on July 4th. He'll be blowing off some Iowa Fireworks Farms fireworks, and it'll still get you pre-approved.
He will be, because he actually asked me for the address down to the farm the other day, and I sent it to him, so I know Gary was headed down to get some boomers, baby.
Gary is the state of Iowa's top producing mortgage banker the past 8 years. Give him a call at 515-975-6767.
I think I'm writing 2 offers with Gary's name on them today. I think we've got 2 different. I think so. I know for sure one. Got a new construction that's going to be happening, and I think I got a second client that is his pre-approval through Gary. So it happens on the weekends. Trust me.
It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
Game on, keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job millionaire. Front row tickets to every show millionaire. Hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie millionaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles millionaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
Summer savings are on at Willis Chevrolet of Granger. Get a new 2026 Silverado 1500 with 0% financing for up to 60 months. Drive a new 2026 Trax for 2.9% financing for 48 months, or lease for just $309 a month. Need more space? Get a new Equinox with 3.9% financing for 60 months, or lease for only $279. Plus, shop a large inventory of Car Bravo pre-owned vehicles with options to fit every budget. Great savings to start your summer off right at Willis Chevy in Granger, or online at willischevy.com.
So I think what's unique about Urology Center of Iowa is that we are a truly independent, single specialty clinic.
We have a mantra that the patient comes first, the group comes second, and we as individual surgeons come last.
When I meet with a patient for the first time, I want them to feel heard. I never want them to feel like I'm in a rush.
Just watching the change that you can make in a patient's life, it's everything.
Schedule an appointment at iowauro.com.
Fresh, wild walleyes. This summer, point your compass north to Ballard's Resort on Lake of the Woods. Ballard's Lake of the Woods long-standing family resort offers a pole-in-hand guided fishing experience along with all-inclusive packages that include lodging and meals. Chase 10-pound trophies with the walleye capital of the world's most established fleet. Your adventure for fresh, wild walleyes awaits at Ballard's Resort. Set the hook at ballardsresort.com.
Hi, it's Noel. At Fiskus Jewelers, we're honored by the fact that our customers continue to come back on purpose, and that trust means everything to us. For years, we've been privileged to be a part of life's most meaningful moments, and we never take that responsibility lightly. We proudly offer the largest inventory in Ankeny, cutting-edge custom designs, including free CAD drawings, and a team that takes the time to get it right. Thank you for choosing us year after year. Fiskus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
Hi, I'm Tom, owner at Central City Liquors. Our customers love us because we offer a large selection at an affordable price. And to keep costs low for you, we don't splurge on fancy promotions and expensive equipment. This commercial is being shot on a phone taped to a stick. Anyway, we are proud to announce our new rewards program that allows customers to save more the more they buy. So don't spend more to pay for fancy commercials. Save at Central City, where we know what's important. I told you we should have used duct tape.
Hey everybody, Mason Miller, sales manager out here at Mini of Des Moines, and this summer we already have some hot offers. It is convertible season, and right now you can get a Mini Cooper S convertible with rates as low as 2.99 out to 48 months. If you're hoping for more family fun in the sun, you can get an all-new Mini Countryman, rates as low as 0.9 out to 48 months. And current Mini owners, you get up to $2,000, and if you haven't had a Mini yet, you can get up to $1,500 on top of that great rate. For more information on these exciting offers and more, visit your favorite Mini motoring advisor or us online at miniofdesmoines.com.
The Rush, presented by Willis Automotive, returns now with fresh sports takes and at least one unnecessary rant.
Hey, don't forget NASCAR is coming back to the Iowa Speedway August 7th through the 9th, and the Iowa Lottery has your chance at winning a VIP experience for the whole weekend, plus a chance to meet two-time NASCAR Cup Series champion Kyle Larson. You're also going to get a private trailer tour, pace car ride, and so much more. Use your Powerball tickets to enter through 9/59 on July 14th for a chance to win the Iowa Speedway package that includes cash, merchandise, and more. And don't forget about the Iowa Lottery Weekly Woo-Hoo every Friday here on the Rush Radio Show. Your chance to pick up a $90 for now prize pack. And we say now because you might win more. You might win more. There's always a chance. What'd you do over the break? Anything? Did you go take a pee?
I actually did. Yeah, it's exactly what I did.
That's what I did too. I was like, I got to pee. Let's go. You know, the Buffalo Bills they're going to move into their new stadium, right? Have you seen this? But, you know.
I imagine it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. But, you know, you try to transfer some things from the old stadium to the new stadium, which would be, you know, like the Wall of Fame. Well, they have the family circle, which is going to honor the legends of Bills past. The first person ever into the family Wall of Fame in 1980 was O.J. Simpson. The Bills have announced, after much deliberation, that O.J. Simpson will not be part of the family circle.
That's the smart move. That's the smart move.
I don't disagree with you because you're like, okay, let me ask you another one. He's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Should he be removed from the Pro Football Hall of Fame?
I don't think you remove him from the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
But don't you put in a little asterisk? Hey, by the way, later on in life, OJ was
yes.
But here's the problem. He was never found guilty. So
He wasn't. You're right. That's the really hard part of it. He was guilty of threatening somebody to get his Heisman back or something like that. That's the only thing he was ever guilty of.
Yeah, and he did jail time for that.
Right. But he did also kill his ex-wife and Ron Goldman. So,
but just never found guilty of it.
Right. Allegedly. This is the right move. You can't. You don't carry this stuff over. If he's up there, he was up there. I don't. He was a great running back, man. We've talked about it. We were talking about OJ a couple weeks ago, right? Like if you are of a certain age, you have this dichotomy in your head about OJ Simpson. Lovable, super fun superstar. Television commercials, running through the airport with the Hertz rent-a-car stuff. Funny guy on Naked Gun. And then there's the other stuff. If Berger's right, also civilly he was found guilty. So,
true.
So you can't. So
but I don't think they ever saw a penny of that.
So,
but it would have been fun to be a fly on the wall in those discussions. Going, I mean, he did so much good stuff for the team.
But dude,
then you probably go, well, he was never found guilty.
This is like the Berlin School of Art and Design going, Hitler was a really good student while he was here. Don't you think? I mean, can't we show some of his art? No. That's how quick that conversation's supposed to go. Hey, guys, I want to talk about O.J. Simpson. We're not putting him in the Hall of Fame, right? And everybody in the room goes, no. We'll make Bruce Smith's section twice as large.
Thurman Thomas,
Jim
Kelly.
Jim Kelly. We'll give each of them a third larger section and edge OJ out. That's the right move.
I don't disagree with you. Don't disagree with you at all.
That is a.
I wonder, they made the announcement. Would they have been better off? Because this was. No, yeah, just not saying anything. Somebody goes, "Where's OJ at?"
Yeah,
and most people probably wouldn't have cared. You'll have some people like, "Wow, it's not about what he did; it's about what he did for the Bills." Bills Mafia is a weird group, man.
But put those people in the position of trying to defend it initially.
I know.
I think that would have been the right way to do it. Not announce that you weren't taking him over there. Just put up the new thing. These are all of the great people we're so proud to have been a part of the Buffalo tradition.
Yeah, to me, it would have been better. Just build it. Don't say anything. You don't have to make an announcement saying that OJ is not going to be a part of it.
And let people come out of the woodwork going, hey, where's the murderer? Allegedly. That's Frank's right. Frank's got a good point. And I think this is what you were getting at. Like being in that room, there was at least one guy.
And that's what I mean. Because they said it took them months to decide. Because they're probably at that final design going, hey, we got to start building the family circle. Are we putting OJ in or not? He's dead. Yes, let's keep him that way. Ross, tourism in Charles City, Iowa is going to increase tremendously.
In Charles City?
Charles City. I was watching ESPN this morning, and I posted this on our Facebook page. I posted it on our X page. There was a 9-minute story on the Iowa grass court, the Court of Dreams. So you have a grass tennis court, which is called the All Iowa Lawn and Tennis Club, based off of Wimbledon, which starts today, by the way. And people are going to go to the Field of Dreams, and then they're going to make a short drive up to see the Tennis Court of Dreams. Mark and Denise Kuhn are the ones that built this. Started back in like the late 80s or early 2000s. And it's a sad story because it's a good story. It's cool how he loved tennis, loved Wimbledon, and he got to intern a couple times there. Like he kept calling the ground. So they brought him over. He got to do a bunch of stuff. His son and him played tennis all the time. His son killed himself. Oh. So there's always that story that goes with it. But it's a really, really, he said since he's opened that 9 million people have played.
That's incredible. I remember seeing this thing when not when it first came out, but I've seen stories about it. Neat. Neat thing for people to, I think the Field of Dreams thing is a little bit overplayed, but I get it. I love it. It's cool.
Are they still doing the big development over there at the Field of Dreams?
Yeah, that place is. They have a permanent structure now, and then kind of like adjacent to the Field of Dreams site is the big development with the Little League fields. I think that's still going up. Last time I looked at a map, it was.
If you were going to build something like Mark said that he just kind of built it for him and his son, right? They just wanted to have a tennis court.
Wiffle ball field. Sort of would be. My buddy Mike has one in his backyard.
Is it like legit?
Legit. A legit wiffle ball stadium.
What are the fences, like 100?
I don't, yeah, sure. Something like that.
Well,
what would you do?
The Wiffle Ball World Championships were like on ESPN, the Ocho yesterday. I'm like, I'm mesmerized by that because, we were talking yesterday, like, what'd you do as kids, because we're talking about how kids are on their iPads all the time. Like, I played wiffle ball in the summer from like sun up to sundown. One day it would be the big bat day. We could use the big fat bat, the Fred Flintstone bat. Then the next day it'd be like the fungo, small skinny bat.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would build. I know some people build like ice rinks in their backyards.
Josh Fisher has an ice rink in his backyard. Every year.
A lot of people have basketball courts.
Yeah, that's common. Oh, dude, I've seen some sweet properties. I remember this one in Johnston that did not look at the front of the house, did not look like had full basketball court in the backyard. And in the backyard, Travis not only had a full basketball court, it was fully lit. Fully lit.
They Musco come in and
it wasn't
light the
quite
damn thing?
It wasn't quite Musco, but they had gone with, a slightly cheaper version of Musco. It looked like it was awesome. You looked out the back door, you're like, that's a fully lit basketball court. Yeah, that's right.
Damn. My next door neighbor had it wasn't a full court, but it looked like a full court because it had basket. But all they did is they went and got a street light, put a pole up.
Yeah.
You couldn't play at night because the bugs were flying all around you. I don't know what I would build. I'm not passionate enough about anything. The tennis court, that's so unique to where you built a grass court right in the middle of Iowa. It becomes unique to where it becomes a tourist attraction.
And to be able to maintain it, and I mean, it's a lot of commitment. It's not just building it.
No, there's expense that goes along with it. Keeping it plush. The fact that 9 million people have visited there.
That's neat. The fact that he's kept track.
I know. I'd have start counting the people.
I'd have got to about 75 and lost interest in counting.
I just want to play tennis. Why are you people showing up? But if you want to watch the story, it is on our Facebook page and it's on our X page.
It's neat.
It's really good. It's about 10 minutes. And that's a long story. But Iowa State kind of played a big part in this because he used the Iowa State turf people as kind of, hey, because they were like, what makes you think you can do this? He's like, I'm a farmer. I can grow anything. I've never been to Charles City.
I have to look this up here real quick because I've been to St. Charles many times.
Yeah, it's like an hour from Mason City.
In which direction?
Southeast, I think.
Oh, mine went to Virginia. I don't want to do that.
Well,
I don't want to do Charlottesville. I don't give a shit about that. Oh, the Floyd County Fairgrounds. That's where it is. Sure. Yeah, just east of Mason City.
County fairs are going to be starting here. Are you still going to?
Yeah, I'm going to go to the Confederate Railroad at the Wright County Fair here in a couple. That's 2 weeks from this weekend.
Do you have your tickets? Remember, she was offering.
Yeah, she's offering. I got to get in touch with her, and even if we don't have tickets, I'm still taking Audrey up for that. I haven't been to a county fair like that in so long. I've never taken the kids to one. When I was driving, as I was making my trek down to southern Iowa last week, I went through a bunch of different little map dots, and it was fun to see their, kids' days coming up in Britt or whatever. I don't remember what town I was in that had a little hand-painted sign. July 6th through the 9th, kids' days. Yeah.
It's the biggest thing that happens every year. I mentioned the grass courts. Wimbledon does start today. The big story at the All England Club is going to be Serena Williams, who at age 44 is going to play singles again. She plays tomorrow. It'll be interesting to see what happens with the players. They protested, Ross, at the French Open pay because everybody wants more pay. So in anticipating that, Wimbledon upped its prize package 20%. Their payout this year will be $64.2 million for the tournament. $64.2 million. That's a lot of money. In my book, that's a lot of money. If you lose in the first round, you get $80,000. If you lose in the first round, you get $80,000.
An appearance fee.
Basically, that's what it comes down to. I'm like, there should be a point where, that's what I like about golf. If you don't make the cut, you don't make money. Right?
That's what I like about golf. There's a chance you lose.
Yeah, if you don't make the cut, you're not making money.
I don't have any problem with this. Wimbledon's making money off of those very first round matches. I have no problem with them getting an appearance fee. It's okay.
$80,000?
Sure.
The French Open is the lowest at $61.7 million. The U.S. Open pays out $90 million. The Australian Open pays out $111 million. So they said they may continue the protest, but they were happy that Wimbledon upped its ante by 20%.
I cannot name a single professional tennis player right now.
Besides Serena
Williams, but I know at 40, what'd you say, 41?
44.
44, she's got no chance.
Zero chance.
Yep. So she's there to draw some eyeballs and get some clicks and all that stuff.
Boy, you know what? That's kind of what it feels like, isn't it? Hey, we need something to get.
That's exactly what it is. We need clicks and we got to get some headlines and who's a name we can throw into the field that will get those things for us. And they're using Serena for that. I'm okay with it, but I can't name another player in the field.
Coco Gauff, Sablenka, Novak Djokovic is. She's the number 1, number 2 player in the women's side, but she's not American. That's the problem. It's a global game. I understand that, but for Americans to be enamored with the sport of tennis as a whole, you got to have an American.
At the top.
At the top. Pete Sampras, Andre Agassi. When John McEnroe is still the guy you remember most because you can't be serious. You have a problem. Jannik Sinner is not going to do it for the American crowd.
And Djokovic, you said him on the men's side. He'd be the only player I could name on the men's side. Where is he in the top 5 still? Top 10?
No.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, he might be in the top 5, but he's also aging, right? I mean, he's got more Grand Slams than anybody, but at the end of the day, you're getting old. You're not in your prime. So there's no reason to watch, and there's no rival there. What I'm just trying to figure out, for as long as the Americans dominated tennis, and there was a good number there, especially on the men's side, why didn't anybody? We thought it was going to be Roddick. We thought it was going to be a couple other people. Why hasn't anybody filled the void of a Pete Sampras, of an Andre Agassi? I would have thought those guys would have inspired other Americans.
Does it just go back to youth sports and the money thing?
Probably, because if you're playing tennis, the Williams sisters are the exception, not the rule. You can't start on a court in Compton, California. Well, you can, because they proved it.
Very rarely. It's
Very
very,
rare.
very, very. You're shooting on thin margins there.
Because
is that part of it for tennis? Is that, I mean, really, it's very much a country club sport. It's very much a white collar, white sport.
And if you really want to be good, you can't even play at the country club. You need to go to Florida and go to those schools and like live there and play tennis all the freaking time.
Yeah. And your chances of having an actual elite athlete born into one of those circumstances with parents that care about it, that force them into those channels, it's going to be, it's going to be rare. And when it does, it'll be a one-off.
I mean, I used to watch, and you remember this because there was times I was going to Fort Robinson.
Yeah.
And I used to watch tennis all the
Loved
time.
it. You were the tennis guy that I knew. You're the only one I knew who knew tennis guys at all, or girls.
And now nothing draws me in. I'm like, oh, Wimbledon starts. There used to be a time where I would sit and watch the first round of Wimbledon like guys watch the first round of the Masters. It'd be like, oh, Wimbledon's on. It's the greatest tournament in the world. Now I'm like, oh, Wimbledon's on.
I was trying to find a video before we started the show I wanted to send to you, Travis. It is one that you almost have to see to believe. And it is on Twitter, and it is on the Des Moines Police Scanner page. It was posted yesterday, and I believe it happened late night, Saturday night, Sunday morning.
Okay.
One of those constant running DOT traffic cameras that kind of, just stagnant shot filming the freeway. There is a car that obviously at some point during last week broke down traveling eastbound on 235 and broke down in the left lane and got into the shoulder on the left lane of the eastbound 235. So there's a stalled car on the fast lane, on the fast side of the freeway, okay? And the camera is shooting, and you can see that car just sitting there. Nobody's in it. It's been vacant for a couple of days. When all of a sudden, at about, I think it's like 2:30 in the morning, Travis, you see a car coming the wrong direction on 235.
There's a median there.
There's a big median there. This car, the stalled car, is against the median. Now there's a car coming the wrong direction on 235 eastbound. He's driving west in that extra lane. Obviously hammered drunk. Obviously not paying attention to what's going on. Travis never slows down and smashes into the stalled car.
Was somebody in the car?
Somebody was in the car that's driving. Nobody was in the car that was vacant. The car that was sitting there. Nobody's sitting there. Yeah, it would have been bad. It doesn't hit him going like 60, but hits it going like 35, enough that when it hits the front of the car crunches. The car that was sitting there moves about 7-8 feet. So the car that was driving, it smashes and it sits there for a few seconds. And cars, it's 235. Cars are going down 235. People saw this happening. Obviously, people are calling 911 saying, you got a car going the wrong direction on 235. So he hits the car, sits there for a few minutes. Okay. Now, all of a sudden, the car backs back up. And the guy decides, I can drive away from this. I'm just going to hit and run. All right. And
Tell me he turned around and went the right direction.
Tried to. Starts to turn around to go the right direction, Travis. Hits the gas, goes directly across the freeway, jumps the curb, goes through an exit lane that's on the side of the freeway, goes through that, and is now driving up the hill on the side of the freeway in his car. Okay? You're watching this. You're like, what the f is going on? And about that time, you start to see the cherries hitting the hill. The cops are coming. All right? So the cops do a pretty good job of kind of like watching him for a second. Like, what's this dude trying to do? The car can't climb the hill. The car's spinning and sliding, and the cops are just watching. And at one point, the car decides, okay, I can't get out. And he turns and he drives at the cop car and hits the cop car.
Oh.
So now the cops get out. They draw their guns. They're trying to get the guy out of the car. Okay. And the dude finally decides the car's not the way to get away, but he is going to be Johnny Fleetfoot, and he's going to jump out and run from the cops. You got to see this video. It's one of the most hilarious things you'll ever see. So this drunk fat guy gets out of his car on a hill and tries to fight like 3 cops. Travis, he like goes to take his first swing, loses his balance, and rolls down the hill. You've got to see it. Like, I was cracking up.
Damn, I wish I'd have known. We would have pulled it up.
And the dude doesn't stop rolling. He just keeps rolling on. I'll find the videos that we can play it tomorrow and have just as much fun. I promise. It's worth the watch.
You should reach out to Paul Perisic. Maybe he could do
Yeah, we could have him on.
Because he's not obligated now. Because
that's a good point. That's a good point. I bet he'd do that with us. Paul likes me.
Why doesn't he like me? You're such a dick sometimes. He's still mad at me for bringing up Caitlin Clark this morning, folks. That's...
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. I'm glad you brought that. Because, I don't know. You are my... I think for a lot of our listeners, too, Travis, it's not just me. You are kind of like our Caitlin Clark conduit, in a way. I'm interested in it, not enough to get out of my way to watch it. Not anymore. And
do you think you'll ever come back to it?
I don't know. I like the way I get to consume it right now. I get the highlights. I'm way out in the exterior. The stuff comes to me when it's important or when it's becoming a cultural thing. It lands in my algorithm. If not, it's out of sight, out of mind. I think there is a little bit of the Caitlin Clark exhaustion happening where you're like, okay, I've watched the story. I get it. They don't like her. She's really good. I get it. What's the next chapter? And the next chapter is everything's racist. Oh, great. This is the fun chapter.
Is that the moral high ground you talk about? Is that going to the moral high ground?
No, Travis, that's a little bit of a different thing, but there's some. It's definitely a predictable pattern that we're in here with Caitlin Clark. Yeah.
All right, you reach out to Paul Perisic. We'll see if we can get him on tomorrow. All right,
buddy.
Everybody have a great Monday. Appreciate everybody who joined us for the first time. If you are here for the first time, we'll be back tomorrow at 6 a.m. It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
Start spreading the news, cause it's time to buy booze, and there's only one place to be. You can see all your friends, the good times never end, unless you're just loitering. It's Central City, we can make your dreams come true. No guarantee your dreams will come true. Central City, all this booze is waiting for you. Look at all this booze.
Hi, Noel from Fiscus Jewelers. Thinking about popping the question? Take their breath away with a diamond you can trust. Rare and forever natural diamonds. Thoughtfully selected and pre-screened using advanced technology. If you don't see exactly what you're looking for, we'll custom design it together. Our experienced team is here to help you create something truly meaningful. And let's not forget about the guys. We proudly offer the largest selection of men's wedding bands around. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
Looking for a new car that fits your lifestyle and your budget?
Willis Nissan has you covered. The affordable and fuel-efficient Nissan Kicks.
to the spacious and high-tech Nissan Rogue.
Willis Nissan has the vehicle you need for your weekday commute, summer road trips, and everything in between. And right now at Willis Nissan, you can take advantage with 0% APR financing on select new Nissan models. Don't wait. Get the best deal on the perfect Nissan at Willis Nissan. Stop into our showroom today or check us out online at willisnissan.com.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job millionaire. A front row tickets to every show millionaire. A hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie millionaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles millionaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
Your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
Coming up now, Travis, Ross, and at least one opinion that will get somebody mad online.